Hello and welcome to the Circle of Light weekly journey. And this week we're going to journey into an incredible theme, the theme of change. The winds of change from all directions come and guide us into our true destiny and our true spirit. And when I came up with the concept of the Circle of Light, I'd written that the first round, in fact, would be to go from truth, which we carry in with us as a spiritual essence from the East, moving our truth and taking it towards strength. As it builds solidity and mass, it becomes a strong force which is unshakable and unmovable. From the strength, we move down into love, into the south with the water of things, the mystery and the journey of working with love on our journey. And the fourth part, the fourth wind for the first round of this is change. So the wind of change, which for me would represent the fact that our thoughts and thinking can be completely changeable. We are working with a wheel within a wheel. So we started with truth for me, which is the East, the initial spark and the fire which comes in. Then we moved into the West, the earth, the strength, the inside, the inner strength place. Moving from there into the South with love, we considered love and all of the elements of love. And then we're going to now consider change. What about what we've picked up and what we've gathered together on the journey so far is changeable? You see, as we go through life and life changes and moves us in so many different directions, even as we've traveled through some of these winds, the truth, the wind of truth, the wind of strength, the wind of love, as we've traveled through those, so much of our aspect of who we are and our understanding of ourself, of our nature has changed and moved. What has stayed the same is always the question that I have to ask. So much of life changes us, so much of ourself and our journey through our day-to-day fabric changes us. And what is it that stays the same? So this is the fourth wind of the circle of light, and this one then it moves us into the fifth and the kind of integrating wind, which is acceptance. So once we've moved through the wind of change, through all of the elements, through the fire, through the earth, through the water and through the air, we're then ready to take a final overview of who we are, our truth, our strength, our love, and our change and adaptability to all of these things gives us our first impression of who we are, an acceptance of ourself as we've delved through the repression and the expression of each of the winds that we've looked at and considered. We come today to change. So we're looking at the fire of change now. Fire in its essence as an element is completely mutable. It changes everything that it touches, and everything it touches changes. Just like that song, that amazing medicine song, Changing Woman. There is a woman, she weaves the night sky. See how she spins, see her fingers fly. She weaves within us, beginning to end. Our grandmother, sister, and friend. She is the weaver, we are the web. We are the needle, we are the thread. She changes everything she touches, and everything she touches changes. And I wrote, I was received a medicine song from my own guides on the theme of change. Rock and feather and voices sing through me, earth and flame, wing and rain, I will be the same. Changes, changes, only I remain. Changes, changes, I will be the same. Rock and feather and flame and sea, ancient voices sing through me, earth and flame, wing and rain, I will be the same. Changes, changes, only I remain. Changes, changes, I will be the same. So for me, the cycle of change is also the cycle of seeing what does not change. So we've got on one hand what changes. What are we willing to allow to change? What parts of ourselves are we willing to throw into the cauldron of changes? What parts of ourselves are we resistant to allow to change? What parts of ourselves and our love, our strength, our truth are we holding on to so tightly that we're not allowing change to happen to it? And also, things that are mutable and changeable are alive. Life is a process of constant change, but we do find a through line of spirit, of ancient wisdom, of greatness, which goes through and leads with us. Something always does remain the same during all of the changes. And in essence, the journey that we can take today is going to be a journey of finding the changes that happen in day-to-day life, finding the changes that happen as an overview to life, finding the changes that every thought brings to us, every new action, finding the changes particularly that passion and fire bring us. So when we are emblazoned with light and fire, what is the change? What is the change that comes to us? How does burning with energy create change for us? Also, how does burning with energy become a constant? How does change become a constant for us with fire? What is mutable about change with fire? What is initiating about change with fire? What initiates that fiery change for us? What brings in that first fire of change that eventually can consume and transform everything? And also, what's the sustainer? What remains the same whilst fire and passion and beauty and all of our spirit is shedding, moving, sharing, glowing, and sending out that passionate change? So the journey will be about fire and the change that fire brings. So the questions to take into the journey with fire are: fire, how do you change me? Fire, how do you form me? And fire, what remains the same? So you're going to essentially go in to connect with your fire spirit, bring in fire spirit, bring in a change, an element of change, something mutable and changeable, a wind of change, a fire of change. Bring in the guidance and the spirit of fire, the guidance and the spirit of change, and present the questions. What changes me? What changes are made to me with fire? What sustenance do I receive from changes of fire? What remains the same? And what creates me of fire, creation, sustenance, and transformation, those three eternal tenets of existence. And so always begin by taking yourself to your tree. And that's it now. Moving towards the tree and the field, the way across, feeling the floor and the ground, remembering the shape and the texture of the tree as you move. Find a way to get closer and closer to the tree, allowing yourself to drift towards it, absorbing yourself in the spirit of this tree, the spirit of its touch, the spirit of its sound in the leaves around it, the spirit of its nature, your tree, and allowing yourself to be presented with your guides and spirits of fire, your protecting spirits surrounding you as you go on your journey to the change of fire. Feather and wing and sea, ancient voices sing through me, earth and flame, wing and rain, I will be the same. Changes, changes, only I remain. Changes, changes, I will be the same. Return, return, return to your tree. Come back, come back, come back to me. And now please take out your journal and write down your reflections on your journey with the fires of change. Please do share your thoughts and your experience of the journey in the comments below, and also on the Facebook group, the Circle of Light. Get involved with the community. Share your reflections and thoughts and changes. Share your changes, the passion of changes. Let's see them all. And if you'd like to see and catch up on the rest of the journeys, the cycle of truth, the cycle of strength, and the cycle of love are also on the YouTube channel and right there for you on the Facebook group as well. And if anybody would like to revisit the essentials, the Tree of Life journey and the Medicine Wheel beginners journeys, then let me know by dropping me a message and we'll sort out some access to those programs for you. Have a brightly blessed with great spirit day, and thank you for journeying with me.